Hello, everybody, and welcome to the week 6 module. So this week, the main crux or the main point of this whole module is you're going to write your first essay, which is a compare and contrast, and it's going to be based on isms. So let's go through here. Overview. There's the overview video, the objectives, and the outcomes. Here's how I would go about attacking this module, what I would do first. Then the TP components. We are going to review the 5 chapters that we've already done. You're going to complete the alternative mastery tests for each 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So it looks like a lot of work, but it's a review for you. And make sure you do these well because you're going to come back to these when we do the final exam. You'll be visiting these and other chapters as well. Then here's the main crux of this week's module. We're going to go over that. The articles are here, and then the self-assessment. The self-assessment's not graded, but it's just asking questions about you wrote your week 3 discussion board, then you did a rewrite with my corrections. It's just asking you about that. So helpful, what could I do? What could I as the teacher do differently, etc. Just think over. It's not worth any points. It's more for you to just see how you're doing internally, I guess, but that sounds weird. But anyway, you know what I mean. So tick a check there. All right, so the isms prompt is here. It's going to be based on these 3 articles. Staples is not new to us. And then Gamble's classism article, and then Rhodes. And I'm going to click on the Gamble's classism article. Like normal, the article's here. I put par, P-A-R, period 1. And guys, make sure that when you're doing your MLA, it's par space 1. Okay? Just because I didn't do it here doesn't mean the MLA doesn't require it for your in-text citations. And then all the information that you need to complete the in-text citation and the work cited is here. Again, don't miss points on MLA. I will have students who get A's, and then I have to deduct 8 points from MLA, and it throws them out of the A category into a B. Please don't do that. All right, so use this. Use my helpful hints for MLA, which you can find in the helpful documents, or use OWL Purdue. It's Online Writing Lab, Purdue University, MLA. Everyone uses them. I use them even for my master's and my doctoral classes. So no, I didn't finish my doctoral degree. I don't think I ever will write the thesis. All right, anyway, and I'm happy. I'm okay with it. Okay, excuse me. So let's go over the crux. Let's go right to the, excuse me. I think I'm getting a cold. All right, so let's go over the prompt here. I put a student essay here as an example. It'll take you through, but let's go here. So this week you're going to talk about isms. You can read over here. So the essay prompt, this isn't the prompt, this bullet here, the bold is. So you're going to compare and contrast yourself to people from this week's readings based on isms. So you must use the classism article, and then you can choose to use Staples or the Rhodes article or both. It's up to you, but the one you must use is the classism. Also, I said that that's good. All right. And if you want to, I don't think I put it in here, but if you want to refer to Kill 'Em, I'm sorry, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. If you want to compare yourself to someone there, that's fine. You would count that as one of these articles, but the classism article must be in there. So, have you ever been discriminated against based on your race, sex, sexual orientation, etc.? So you're going to compare and contrast yourself to the people and use isms. So maybe Staples would be racism, maybe Rhodes, maybe genderism or sexism. Classism has to be in there, so use classism. It already has the ism built into it. So this can be a compare and contrast. Let's go over the requirements. It has to be 4 to 7 pages long. That doesn't include a works cited page. The thesis statement topic sentences must be highlighted in yellow. You have to include 3 in-text citations. So 1 from the classism article, maybe 2, and 1 from whatever other article you choose. As long as you have at least 2 entries for the works cited page. All right? Possible format, you need the MLA heading, the title, your introductory paragraph. Now remember, this is going to be our first essay. You want to set the stage. Choose one of the 10 introductory strategies that I have given to you in the helpful hints document and video. I also put that in the helpful hints video in here again if you need to refer to it. I'm sure most of you have printed off the document I gave you. It takes you through how to do an introductory paragraph, what belongs, what is a thesis statement, what belongs in a body paragraph, etc. Use that, keep it, use it in all of your classes. Okay, and then the thesis statement is usually the last sentence because you want to set the stage. Make sure your thesis statement answers the prompt and it's in yellow. And since the prompt is about comparing and contrasting in isms, I should see words such as similar, different, in contrast, and isms, maybe racism, genderism, sexism, ageism, handicapism, whatever you want, but they should be in your thesis statement. Body paragraphs, each body paragraph should have a topic sentence, and then make sure it's in yellow. Make sure that when you have your topic sentence that you focus only on what's in the topic sentence. Don't go off topic. If you do, it's irrelevant and I will deduct points. Also, if you see your paragraph getting really long and it's still the same topic, look for a natural break and then split that paragraph into two. That is okay as well. If you have a paragraph that's a page long, that's getting really long for a paragraph. So go back and look for a natural break. Your closing paragraph is the last paragraph of the essay, and there are 3 different ways you can choose to close those. The one I like to give is I like to summarize all the key points. And how do I do that? I restate the thesis statement, not word for word, but restate it. Okay, and then maybe you want to give a prediction, a little clue at the end, a little helpful hint. So there is no topic sentence. I've had students in the past for their closing paragraphs, they highlight a sentence. There is no topic sentence in a closing paragraph, so don't do that. Then your works cited, make sure you put it on its own page, okay? And again, I have the cheat sheet and or use OWL Purdue MLA. This paper is due on Sunday, September 24th. The readings again are here, and they're in the bottom of, they're at the end of this module. So come over here, you'll submit the paper here, make sure it's double spaced, make sure that the thesis statement is highlighted and all topic sentences for the body paragraphs are highlighted except for the closing. And the articles again are here. The helpful hint writing documents and video, if you want to revisit it, it's here. I would help, I think maybe you should. The sample essay is here. I do want to show you one thing on the sample essay. Excuse me. So when you read through here, he said, comparing the stories of Cofer and Stables against my story, I noticed that discrimination based on race, ethnicity, and appearance are also part of my life. I know that he's comparing himself to Cofer and Staples. So now remember, this is an older prompt. He didn't have to use the classism or the Gamble article, but you will. And then notice that I put isms. He should have made this racism, ethnicism, and lookism. Because if the essay is an isms essay, your thesis statement should include the isms. And then you can read through here. He did a pretty good job. There were some errors here and there, but I think he ended up getting a low A on this. I can't remember. But it was good enough for me to want to make a video of it, or put it here for you guys as a good example. So let me get out of here. Oh. Okay, everyone. So the crux again is the essay. Once you're finished with the essay and it's completely done, revise it with our embedded tutor, Caleb, because then he'll let me know and I'll give you a 5 points added directly right to your essay. In the past, I've had students who get 105 on their essay, which is fine with me. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.